Yeah! Shoop,
Shoop-a-doop,
shoop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop,
shoop-a-doop, shoop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop.
I don't remember the lyrics.
I don't know any of the lyrics.
Yeah.
This is where we draw the line today, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome to the one, the only Sooper Friends podcast, hosted by yours truly, Super Vega, alongside the ever fascinating Mr. Chet.
Pre-order your S6 today.
Oh boy, plugs.
Wait.
Yeah, I said S6.
Yep, he said S6. That's what you guys were trying to shove a plug in there, you jerk.
Is that the first flub of the night?
And
No, I did that on purpose.
the man, the myth, the legend, L Sumo.
My celebrity crush has changed recently.
Question, can you guys see him? Rather, can you see us on camera? I know
Hey.
he takes up a lot of camera space.
It's
We're just trying to
not a
verify.
It's not
that-
a lot.
Should we let them know that we can see them? You watching right now, we can see you.
Yeah, hi, you. Scratching your chin. I see you.
For those of you listening to this on the audio version, we are doing the first ever video version of the Super Friends podcast.
Probably won't get posted.
Boop, boop, ba-doop, So yes, we are here, and it is very exciting to say that we are test running the very first episode of the Super Friends show. Because once we escalate from audio to video, it is no longer podcast; it is show. So it is the Super Friends show.
It is a show.
We have to change the Steam group and everything now.
No, everything is
the
going to stay
show?
the same. This is,
All right.
this is legally Super Friends the show.
MLB the show.
MLB The Show
MLB The Show.
2016 coming out in March to kick off the baseball season. And I don't even think you guys understand the level of excitement that I have right now.
Had to bring the
Woo!
stereotype into this.
Like, you guys
5 minutes
have
into
no
the episode, didn't you,
idea.
Chad?
Bro,
Absolutely.
like, I can't wait. And my player carries over from 2015 into 2016. Oh my God, let the ass whoopings continue.
That's a flub. That was a flub.
2015 and
No,
2016?
you flubbed when you were trying to say it.
Bro,
2015 and 2016?
stop trying to point out the flubs.
I want to drink, damn it.
Oh, so let us introduce you
I want to drink.
Pink Sumo with a spritz. The ultra rare edition. This
ultra
has
rare
been festering since
Festering
the
is not the
Super
right
Bowl
word.
episode.
It's been
No,
aging.
festering is the
It's
right
been
word.
aging.
I would not say aging.
Yeah, it's
I would
been
say
aging.
festering.
This is a
Because we don't know
fine-
what's going to come out of here.
Some grapes and
There you go.
snappers.
This is what it looks like inside of a bottle
An
that
unmarked
belongs to
bottle.
no company.
Right. Ignore the colored cap. Just generic.
Generic bottle.
I brought the water bottle I haven't broken yet. It's only a matter of time.
Very short matter of time.
Only a matter of time.
And we are here, rocking out. This is different.
I
I don't know what else to say. This is different. Like, I feel like we are doing something very different and out of the ordinary. The lights create such a warmth that you would not believe. So I don't expect us to ever wear sweaters. Well, maybe me, because I get cold very easily.
Yeah, you do.
And it's almost springtime, so that explains the warmth. But normally it'd probably very cold. So, yeah.
What
Video
do we-
games.
Yeah, video
Digimo
games.
Video games.
Digimo
Yeah.
games.
All right.
Should we start with the obvious, the less obvious? What do you want to go with?
I mean, I don't know. How do you define obvious?
Well, I mean, got new releases.
Are we
got.
talking obvious on the scale of Hideo Kojima refused to accept the award for Metal Gear Solid at the DICE Awards, and Konami ignorantly did not send anybody because they expected him to receive the award, so no one accepted the award.
Wow. All right then.
How does that make you feel? It makes me feel fantastic because I find it absolutely hysterical that something like that would happen, and I think it's fitting. Fitting is probably the best term.
Into that whole Hideo
It's the whole.
Konami situation. Yeah, it kind of makes
It just
perfect sense.
It just falls great. Like, how could they expect him to receive the award for a game they took his name off of entirely?
It's very true.
How do you take the name off of something that someone made?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it certainly wasn't absent from inside the game, that's for sure.
Yeah, it was not.
His name was all over
He
that.
put himself in as a character you could save.
What took you so long?
What took you so long?
Damn man, take my name out of the credits. But the damn man not to take my character.
Did you know I put him in there?
He is a secret mission.
Are stereotype accents now part of the drinking list?
Yeah,
All right.
yeah. Take a drink. All right.
You bunch of alcoholics. Anyway,
Hey, water.
so I
I'm
want
the
to
alcoholic
first of all,
friend.
I want to. So I was like, this is what I meant to do at the beginning of the episode, and I completely forgot. I want to kick off the episode by saying, "Welcome, Halo, into Killer Instinct."
Oh,
The Arbiter from Halo has finally been confirmed to be a new playable character in Killer Instinct. And the only reason I'm excited about this is because at the end of the trailer for The Arbiter, they show the promotional advertisement for Tusk. Much better character for Killer Instinct. Good call.
wow. You don't like the Arbiter's deep voice?
The Arbiter was one of my favorite characters in Halo, to be honest.
It's Keith,
his-
Keith
his-
David, right?
I don't know who does his voice, but
Yeah.
his
It's the
presence,
iconic deep voice.
his
you know?
presence overall in the game was very, very great.
Oh yeah,
it was,
and even after he was
fantastic.
kind of like outcast, it was even better.
Yeah, it was fantastic. I think he.
I'm 95%.
Oh boy!
Drink you.
Take a drink on the floor.
Can you tell
Hey.
that? Can you tell that the
90%
Super
sure.
Friends are nervous to be on camera?
Man, imagine we had to do the Shoop song every single time we vlog.
Oh
Shoop,
my
shoop.
god.
We'd be paying a lot of money in licensing. I'll tell you that much.
Yes, we would. Yeah, we would. Money we do not have.
I'm pretty sure it's Keith David. Just, he
Probably.
has the voice.
Probably.
One of the voices.
You are probably correct, sir. Probably. Maybe. Possibly.
Drink for train wreck. All right, news. Let's go. News. You got the news. I'm ready for the news.
L was saying something before we started,
I'm ready for this.
and
I was saying a lot of
it
things.
was important. Oh, you were talking about games that had great trailers.
You would see an awesome
from
trailer.
like a decade ago that we don't know where they are anymore.
Exactly. I don't know about a decade, but we go like anything over 8 months where we haven't heard a thing
It feels like
before.
the longest time ever
Yeah.
when it's over like 4 months. If it's
Yep.
longer than 4
Yeah.
months and I haven't heard anything, I don't know what happened.
Not an
Once
interview,
you-
not an art thing.
Then you get to 12
tech
months.
demo.
Then you get to 12 months and you start to get nervous. Then you get to 16 months and you just gave up. You're
Yeah,
like a
pretty
year and a
much.
half. I don't care anymore.
And then like a year
What else
later,
you have?
they come
What
up
else?
with another trailer.
Yeah.
And you're like, what the hell is this new game?
Yeah, and
Like,
you're like,
completely
oh my
forgetting.
god, who brought this back? I buried that shit already.
It's in the yard. Who resurrected
that one's
this thing?
dead.
I have
dead.
the opposite complaint. I have the game that continually has a presence that we still don't know when we're gonna really get it. I'm talking about like No Man's Sky kind of stuff. It's like, how many times have we
mean-
seen this and go, okay,
We
where's that
haven't
game?
seen anything of No Man's Sky in a while.
We see it at every E3, every single one.
Yeah,
That's
he has
every
been.
year.
He has been at the past 3 E3s.
That's also true. That is also true.
Actually, the Division did that too. Division was like E3,
Yeah, but the
E3,
Division is
E3,
coming out in
E3.
like a week.
Yeah, this is coming out in like a week. We are gonna be on it.
Yes, that beta was
I bought it on both consoles. I will be on both.
My God, that beta was fantastic. I only played 10 minutes of the beta, by the way.
Totally.
Mind you. Like, it was a total of 10 minutes that I played of the beta. And
Oh.
man, was it fantastic. Like, this game was amazing.
Yes.
And anyone who tells you otherwise is a goddamn liar.
And I don't like third-person shooters, which is the craziest thing for me, because when I saw it, I'm like, oh, it's a third-person cover-based shooter. It's not going to be fun. And I played the first beta. And I was like, chub. It's the best way to describe my reaction to that.
Chub.
Surprise chub. All right?
Surprise chub. Like when you're dancing with a girl and you didn't expect it to come up, and then she's like, oh, this is weird. And you're just like, this is weird
Hey.
for me too. I didn't think you were attractive.
No control over that. Natural reaction.
You just get walked in on, and it's like, no, it's not what you think. I'm just playing the Division.
You're doing math? What?
Oh man, trying to divide those legs, girl.
Christmas and what is it? Winter and fall?
Winter and fall.
Oh, winter. Gotta miss it between the seasons. Oh god.
Oh man, that was great.
God,
So before we got back in, so we're gonna talk a little bit more about the division shortly. But I wanted to bring up L's point from before the show because there's one particular game on my mind when you said that.
I'm curious. What game is this?
Get Even.
What?
Exactly.
What?
Get Even was a game that was displayed during, I want to say, the first PS4 official E3. Not when they announced it. After it was released. Mm-hmm. And it looked so good. It was like a first person shooter. It kind of reminded me a little bit of Brink, where it had a lot of free running and really interesting aspects, and it looked amazing. Where is it?
Where is it?
That's all I want to know. Where is it? Did it die? Just tell me.
I don't even remember the game.
That's the worst part about it. When something like this happens, and you don't even know. Like, you don't know if the game's dead. You don't know if it's still going on. Mm-hmm. No one knows what's happening anymore. It was a PS4 exclusive, and I was super excited for it because it just looks so damn good.
Developer The Farm 51 announced today that they're going to partner with Bandai Namco to get Get Even to PS4, Xbox One, and PC in 2016. This was news from August 2015, so kind of relevant if they're shooting for 2016 back then.
And yet we've heard nothing.
Right.
So unless that shit shows up at E3, I don't care anymore. It's dead.
Yeah.
Dead to me. You are dead to me, Get Even.
All right, Namco Band-Aid.
But I do trust Namco Bandai though. I trust them. They're pretty good on their word with the exception.
Bamco?
They're pretty good on their word with the exception
With
the exception of Tekken Cross Street Fighter. We're still waiting on that. But we won't talk about that.
Any news on them fixing Street Fighter, by the way?
In fact, Capcom is hard at work to repair the issues.
They can actually see the quotes.
They can see my quotes.
They can see the air quotes now. It's so used to just throwing them up for ourselves. Yeah. You can see the air quotes.
They're hard at work.
You should not be so excited about it.
I don't know why that was exciting, to be honest. I don't know what was exciting about that. But they're hard at work.
They're finally recovering.
That's good use it all the time.
They're finally recovering from their hangovers.
Yeah, they're working on getting it up and running to perfection. And there's not anything I want to say about it because I'm very disappointed in the fact that this game was touted to be our fighter. When I say our, I mean PlayStation. I mean our fighter, and it didn't work out. Now I'm waiting on Tekken 7 because I know Tekken will not disappoint. I already played the arcade version. I know what I'm getting. I'm good. I know where I'm at. I know where we stand, Tekken. I know where we stand. I'm still a little confused as to the whole Akuma edition, but maybe that's a sign of good faith that Tekken Cross Street Fighter is still en route. But we'll see how that works. Because Akuma, so apparently they're putting Akuma into Tekken 7 as canon.
As canon?
Yeah.
I mean...
they took a game from an entirely different franchise and said, you're canon now. You're our story now.
So how does that work? Become so powerful they punched a hole through the fabric of space and time, warped into another dimension, and now he's in Tekken?
I don't know what...
Is that how they're going to do it? Because it's the only thing that makes sense.
Man, I don't know what they're going to tell you as far as the story, but I guess, You know what's interesting, though? So if you play Street Fighter Cross Tekken, it wasn't a story of crossing dimensions or crossing worlds or anything like that. All the characters were set in the same world. So it was just there's the Tekken tournament going on, and then there's Street Fighter random stuff going on. But they're just they're in the same world. They just never cross paths for some weird reason. So I guess by making Akuma canon, they can now do whatever they want with the story for Tekken Cross Street Fighter, because Tekken always has been a more story-based fighter versus Street Fighter, which has always just been a competitive fighter.
Mm-hmm. Street Fighter story mode. Hey, let's fight. Sure.
Yeah, pretty much. While Tekken, they gave it a reason that people were bumping into each other and saying, "Hey, let's fight." They were in this worldwide tournament that could happen anywhere. Imagine you were in a UFC tournament that just happens anywhere.
You're walking down the street.
You're just walking down the street, and you're next challenger. You're oh shit, where is this motherfucker at? Comes down with a goddamn sword and then teleports, Yoshimitsu.
I have to say, from what I've seen on the outside looking in, Soul Calibur looks like it has a plot. Does it have a plot?
Soul Calibur does have a plot.
Is it good?
Yeah, Soul Calibur's plot is fantastic as well.
I know something about a soul edge. It's a sword and it's got an eye on it, and it makes people's dreams come true.
No, it's two swords. There's the Soul Edge, which is the evil sword. Then there's the Soul Blade, which is the good sword. And in the story, like depending on how you play, you can end up with either the evil or the good sword. And then we can go into like the canon and all that stuff, but I don't know it as well as I know Tekken. But ultimately, every one of the people fighting is either trying to prevent someone from getting hold of either of the swords, or or trying to get one of the
soul
swords.
edge.
Yeah, and the way it works is like they already have one or the other, and if both of them are combined, then the fucking world explodes or whatever, or something like that.
Oh,
Crazy
damn.
shit. Like it's deep. It's a
too
deep
eyes.
story.
Too high.
It's a deep story, and it's freaking amazing. And did you know Spawn was a playable character for the Xbox version of Soul Calibur 2?
Yes, actually.
Heihachi was in Soul Calibur
Didn't
2.
Star Wars make a cameo on one
That
of
was for Soul Calibur 4.
Yeah.
They had Darth Vader on PlayStation,
And Yoda, right?
on Xbox.
Yep, I remember that.
Because simplicity is what matters. When you refer to colors, the PlayStation was black, the Xbox was green. So that's how they did. That's how they decided the characters.
Yeah.
Legitimately,
I guess.
that's how they made the decision. There's no other plot twist. That's just Kratos. Contrary to popular belief, Kratos' first appearance in a fighting game was actually in Soul Calibur: Blades of Destiny on PSP, and then he appeared in Mortal Kombat.
Well, and here's your fighting game trivia of the day.
Fighting
hate you.
game
Totally
trivia
hate you.
today.
Chad, do you have any news? Because clearly,
Wait.
Mine's all movie
Sumo
news.
being up.
I want.
Before we go into movies, like leading away from stuff we got hyped for, then nothing came out of them. Mine was Ghost Recon Wildlands, where the trailer came out and we heard nothing. But that was because the Division is coming out in a week, and I got full mass for that one.
full mass.
The last beta just ended. Vega enjoyed it. I loved it. We're gonna be on it. I will murder every single one of you.
Oh wow, wow.
I will play with you.
Oh wow.
You cross me in the dark zone,
Oh wow.
you will die.
Every part of that sounded sexual.
Every single. What's the dark zone? What is the dark zone in this dark sexual?
The dark
fantasy?
zone is the place where I do not realm. The place that can only be taken from behind.
On International Women's Day.
On any day, I will not be taking it from behind.
We had to talk about the Division beta. That was awesome. I can't wait for the full release so we can get full access to all the skills. I'm gonna be playing on March 8th. Be there, be square. You know.
Be there, be square.
Yep.
So-
Chat, you said you have movie news?
No, actually, I have the game news. I just remembered, so this is good.
All right, here we go.
It's probably gonna be something you were gonna bring up too, because this is
Sure hope
PS4 news.
I was not going to bring up anything related to PS4. Actually, I was. I lied. Let's find out what we got.
Liar.
I can see my
Hey,
tablet because it's
hey.
huge.
Hey,
Liar, liar, pants on fire.
hey.
Liar, liar, plans for hire.
Oh my God, I hate you guys.
Oh, East? I thought you said
I
Weast.
thought you said Weast.
That's
Bruh.
bruh.
So there's one thing that's gonna pull me over to the PS4.
Ooh, the dark side. Welcome.
I know. Well, Microsoft isn't doing anything about their Oculus yet, but PlayStation's like, hey, we got an entire press thing lined up for the PlayStation VR.
Really? How did I miss that?
I don't know. You're
Man,
fucking-
I am working way too
You were.
much.
You were.
March 15th.
My album's coming out in a month.
You're halfway down.
March
I just started working
15th.
with a new band. Like, I have a lot of stuff going on right now.
There's gonna be an event. They're gonna do
March
some
15th?
stuff. Yeah.
Goddamn 47.
Damn, 47.
Goddamn 47.
Oh my god.
Now, I just got a Gear VR, another plug.
Plug. Shameless plug.
So
Samsung better
shameless.
start sending those fucking checks.
I know, right?
Right?
They do, full disclosure. Not in
Wish
that way, but
They do. Full disclosure.
so yeah, no, just playing around with the Gear VR. That's it. I love VR. So now, more VR available, and PlayStation's jumping is getting on that in a more visible, ready manner. I'm excited. I want to play it. I want to play some VR games. I want to play some next gen VR games. And if PlayStation is gonna be the one to do it first, I'm gonna get myself PlayStation.
See, I'm gonna play VR on his VR. Because I'm not buying it.
Yo, dog, I heard you like VR, so you can play VR in his VR so you can watch while you watch.
Yep.
So,
But yeah,
since,
no, that's
since you brought up VR, I feel like as much as I'm getting tired of having this conversation about VR, I'm not getting tired of having this conversation. because HTC just announced that their Vive VR headset, Model 2, for people like Sumo who are waiting for Model 2,
Oh, man.
I'm waiting for Model 7.
is $799. Dog, that is $200 more than Oculus. No one gives a fuck about HTC. No one ever had. The last time that HTC made a relevant product was the HTC Wing. It was a smartphone that flipped up and revealed the keyboard. Windows based. I had it. I was the man. I accidentally deleted an entire amazing novel that I wrote on there.
Was it the Wing did it first or the G1 did it first?
No, they didn't do it first. But before the Wing was, oh man, there was another one before the Wing that came out right before the G1. Because the G1 was the one that slid the keyboard up. But Sidekick did it before. Sidekick did it before everybody anyway. So who gives a shit?
Yeah, it had the Z hinge is what they called it.
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
it came out and then
yeah. So like, it's just weird. It just doesn't make sense.
Is it just the VR headset?
It's just the VR headset. It's the HTC Vive, and like.
I mean, and it doesn't.
Oh no! Wait! Sorry. It ships with 2 controllers, one for each hand, and 2 base stations to track the user's movements in the room. So it does a little bit more.
It's more advanced and wearable by everyone, though. That's the thing.
Right. It's definitely more advanced than the Rift because it has like the hand motions that it captures, and it has your
it tracks
body
more
motion.
of your body. Yeah.
Right. But still, I feel like for a company like HTC, where I genuinely, like, all jokes aside, I cannot think of a viable product that they've released over the past. Damn, it's been
The
almost
one?
a
They've had a
decade.
few smartphones.
The one?
They've
Yeah.
had a few smart.
Yeah,
the
I mean-
M9 that came out last year was good.
Yeah, but the HTC One, M8, and M9s, they weren't blockbusters.
I remember a product. They have the HTC Re. That was their answer to GoPro. It was a colossal failure.
Look at that. I just don't see how. I mean, even with all the wonderful stuff, I think they would have been better off partnering with another company.
Partnering with the gaming company. Personally.
Like HTC should have partnered with Nintendo. Two companies that haven't done something super significant in a while and are relying on their old ass stuff to keep moving them forward. And I think that would have been great for them to like be like, hey Nintendo, we got a deal for you. And Nintendo's like, shoot. And they're like, Mario.
No, Nintendo's
VR.
like, shoot.
And they're like, word. HTC is like, word. and then we get Wii U VR.
Get the new Zelda game in VR.
Because we need more letters for all the Wii stuff.
Get that new open world Zelda game in VR.
Exactly.
That's another one we haven't heard shit about.
Zelda for Wii U.
Zelda.
Holy crap! What happened to that one?
Yeah, the Skyrim Zelda that we were promised. We got nothing.
We got shafted.
Nothing.
They're supposed to do Minecraft VR for Gear, actually.
For the Gear?
Yeah.
Damn, see, Minecraft VR will be popping. Like, I don't even play Minecraft, but after watching your sister play Minecraft that time, like, I would play Minecraft in VR. Like, I would play that shit quick.
Oh, man.
I'm just watching that.
Minecraft comes to VR on anything, I will buy that shit.
So you're gonna get a Samsung phone then?
Like, I will confidently. Dog, it's gonna cost me like $5 to get a Samsung phone. Come on. Fuck your plugs.
That's 3 of them.
I can walk outside. I can walk outside to the nearest homeless person and buy a Samsung phone off of them.
Wow. Wow.
Here's a half a sandwich.
boy.
Let me get your Galaxy. I'm sorry, that was terrible.
I can't
I
even.
joke.
Vega will get his ass whooped after the show. Let it be known.
Let it be known.
I kid.
He is trapped between 2 fluffy gentlemen right now. He is not escaping.
I'm trans fat, bro. I'm just whoop, 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 whoop.
Nope. Just grab you out of the air.
But to make things more exciting for VR, we have a company like IBM who is doing fantastic things, including partnering with Apple. But we will not touch base on that for now. But IBM Japan, yeah, because IBM has a fucking Japan division, bro. What's good? Has announced that they have a Sword Art Online inspired virtual reality MMO project in the works. What a mouthful. Dude, just the thought of that gives you a half chub. Oh, full chub.
Just. That's all that needs to be said about that.
So, like, there's not a lot going on, but they've talked about how they're exploring the idea of using cognitive computing. For the
What's
future of gaming.
cognitive computing?
Cognitive computing is the simulation of human thought process in a computerized model.
Wait,
So,
is this the beginning of the end? Then
It is, because apparently the prototype that they have so far utilizes body motions to control movement in the game.
So this is the beginning of the robot overlords. These computers that are going to think like humans, right? That's what it said.
They're recruiting alpha testers in Tokyo.
I'm
That's
moving
it.
to Tokyo.
We're doomed, you guys.
This is coming so much faster than Legend of Zelda or Get Even that the alpha test commences on March 18th.
Jesus. Jesus.
Well, competent companies
So
are going to
maybe in
move
the
fast.
next decade we'll get something tangible.
Yo,
Like something really,
I don't even think
really
I don't even think the
tangible.
next decade. I think the next 2-3 years.
You think by 2020?
2020 confidently.
2020, yeah.
And you know what's crazy?
maybe.
Somebody made a projection. Projection about that. Like maybe a year ago, that by 2020 we'd have Sword Art Online style MMOs in VR.
Are we actually getting a Sword Art Online VR game?
I don't know if this is. It says Sword Art inspired, but I don't know if it's set in the Sword Art.
Oh,
universe.
because that's what I thought the news was.
No, it's just they are working on a system
It could
similar
just
to
be
what they use in Sword Art.
Fantasy
boy.
based. I'm happy.
Yo, it could be fucking play as a bird based, and I'd be down for that shit.
Just flying through the sky.
They could
You know-
be like,
you know what's
they could
really-
be like Pelican Life, the game, and I'd be like, give me it. I got a VR system. Let's do this shit.
Yeah,
I'll
the biggest-
I'll fly around throwing shit in my mouth all day.
The biggest thing is like, I think you're right. By 2020, we'll get like the control by the body in a virtual world type thing. But when do you think we'll get like the sensation of VR?
I think that's a line that we may not be ready to cross as people, because your body is very, very sensitive to sensation and the thought of pain. So, like, it's very plausible for you to think you got shot and die from a heart attack. Like, that's something that can happen.
Okay.
So I don't know if we're ready to cross that line.
I'm ready.
No, I'm sorry. You said sensation way too many times for me to not bring this up now. Because we all have this
That's
question
it.
on our mind.
Sensato del patio.
VR. When are we going to get cyber sex?
Ooh. Oh snap! In the next M-rated VR game,
I tell you one thing.
is you gonna be able to
Yeah.
fuck other players?
I will confidently tell you that cyber sex will come before anything else.
Oh hell yeah! Look at the VR porn.
That's what I'm saying.
Like that still came out like a month after the first VR was announced.
VR porn was so fast.
Like Google Glass porn, like that first.
You know
person
that
shit.
about the secret about the whole porn adoption success guarantee thing that happened in the world of media. You ever hear about that?
No.
So, whatever form of media porn is the quickest to adopt becomes successful. So what happened was in the format wars, when there was VHS versus Betamax,
Oh yeah.
VHS was adopted by porn first. So VHS won that market. Then next, there was the big, I guess, not really that one. We'll go a bit
DVDs?
further. No, we'll go past DVDs. Blu-ray and HD DVD. Porn went to Blu-ray.
Porn? Really?
Yeah. Porn went to Blu-ray first, Blu-ray won. So now we have VR. All we gotta do is find out who's gonna get the best VR porn, and then that's gonna be the VR. That's how it works.
I'm down for cyber sex.
Well, with the VR porn, we need cyber sex. These are the important things we need to
Yeah.
know about
I
VR.
I just came back from slaying an orc encampment, and I'm just like plopping down a massive bag of gold. Like, who wants to fuck tonight? And just that's it. Yeah. It doesn't even have to be other players. We're gonna have cyber prostitution. It's gonna be crazy.
I'm down.
Right. See, me and Chet are on the same page. Salute.
We're down. We're degenerates.
Don't act like you wouldn't try it. Don't act like you wouldn't try it.
I'm not gonna say I wouldn't try it, but that's definitely not the part of the game I'm looking forward to.
Oh no, it's not. Not for me either. The part of the game I'm looking forward to is being in a fantasy world, playing something like outside. You know, it's the whole role play factor. But then, like, I'm gonna take advantage of all aspects of the game.
You're right.
You know?
You're right. I will
I'm
take
gonna
advantage, of all. I will
aspects
take
of the
advantage
game.
of every aspect of the game. I'm trying to like do everything.
Yeah, of course.
You're gonna catch my ass fishing.
I'm gonna have a castle. I'm gonna be more of a miner type character. I always like the blacksmithing type characters as opposed to fishing.
I don't like to get dirty.
I
Catch my ass
Hey.
fishing.
I love to get down and dirty.
So what do you think we're gonna get first? Full sensation cyber sex or sex robots?
Sex robots.
I think we're gonna get cyber
sensation
sex
cyber
first.
sex.
Because
Sex
we have
robots.
not mastered anything robot wise
robots.
yet, but we got VR.
Wait, what do you mean by sex robots? Because technically we already have sex robots.
Proper
Proper
robot.
like full body AI.
Full body
Like
prosthetic.
I can call a sex robot and it knows how to get to my
It's
house.
like shot into your window.
Hey,
it
hey,
knows
that's
how to get to my
offensive
house.
to those
Amazon
robots.
drone?
It comes in my
It's
house.
delivered by an Amazon drone through your window.
Yeah, it
for
comes in my
privacy?
house. It handles the business, and then it leaves like it's supposed to.
Did you say it? I'm sorry. As a robots' rights activist, I should let you know that
You're an
that
RRA.
is.
You're an RRA.
I
raw.
am a full RRA
You're
here.
a raw. Oh, God.
Those robots are people too. How dare you refer
Are you
to
a
it?
Wonka?
Yeah.
Are you a Wonka?
Bloody Wonka.
Bloody Wonka.
Bloody like.
Just imagine. It's like different personality settings. You can order like a celebrity lookalike robot.
Why not?
Like someone else.
Chill, that's craziness.
You have the right money,
Futurama.
yes.
I'm trying to bag Ariana. I'm trying to like get with Ariana Grande for real. I'm not trying to order Ariana Grande fucking robot.
It's kind of like those sex
See, I'm
toys
good.
where they
I'll order the
actually.
Ariana Grande robot. You can have the chick.
Well, they already do that thing where they make the sex toys based on real people.
And also the crazy ones like the alien fleshlight.
I'm sorry, I've
know?
taken this way
What
too
the
far.
fuck?
I'm sorry,
You know
guys.
that?
Nah,
Yeah, no, there's an alien flashlight.
No, I don't want to
It's
hear
like this
anymore.
new-
Bethesda's working on 3 new
But
projects.
this is working on
Bethesda's working on 3 new projects, guys. Let's
Yo,
hear
right.
about them.
No.
They talked about it during the DICE panel. They haven't said anything about what they may be, but they are working on 3 new projects, which makes me feel a little bit better about the fact that they have another E3 press conference this year.
It's a dragon.
Because it was not adding up for me at all. I was like, when are they going to announce? They've already announced everything. They fucking announced this.
They're gonna announce the new Skyrim.
Fallout.
They're gonna announce the new Elder Scroll. It's gonna
They
come out
will.
in 2018.
It'll come out, yeah. Nah, I don't know. See, after what Bethesda did with Fallout, I don't know if like they're dumb enough to announce Skyrim way in advance from when it's gonna come out.
I mean,
I think it'd be stupid.
or they might tease it.
I don't even think
Yeah.
that because they didn't even tease Fallout 4. They teased Fallout 4 like a week before they announced it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think after seeing how receptive and how effective that was, I don't think that they're dumb enough to go and say, "Well, now we're gonna go back to announcing games way too early." Yeah, everybody love us. Like that doesn't make sense.
I don't know, man.
That's like finding your girl's. That's like finding your girl's G spot and choosing to never hit it again.
This podcast is sexual.
Yeah, it's. You know what?
We're done. We're
It's
done with
okay.
that. We're done with that one.
It's like take that off the list.
Take another drink.
Just hitting every.
Oh, yeah.
Take another drink for goddamn sexuality. Shit.
Just marking off every single one of these bad boys, blowing right through them.
Let me bring up my
I was more
page.
than a drinker.
I got 2 more amazing pieces of news that I want.
Let's
to
hear it.
I want to save them. So if you don't got anything, then I'll throw them out there. But I
mean-
got 2
Oh,
things that make me wet inside the pantaloons.
I got a game that's recently becoming localized to North America.
Ooh,
It's an
hold up.
MMO. It's an
Tell me
MMO
more.
called Black Desert Online.
Black Desert Online.
Yeah, that
Is it like Blade and Soul?
more. Yeah, it's action combat. Combat is awesome. The game is gorgeous. There's like the whole, all those profession type things, so you can fish. It seems useful. Like instead of, how in most MMOs they have like, you go into like an instance, you're teleported for like a dungeon for like raids and stuff. In this game, instead they have like in the open world, like a raid would be like raiding a castle that you can go in.
Wow.
So and if another let's say another guild or another raiding group comes across, you may have to fight each other to get control to take this castle as your own. Like the game is awesome. That game in VR would be amazing.
That game sounds like Sword Art, and it would be amazing in VR. Because
Just
it's
look it
Sword
up
Art.
later. Black Desert Online. It is gorgeous.
Black Desert Online.
Yeah.
It does sound familiar, actually. I might have to check that out too.
I think it's just
Is it
closed
free?
beta or open beta. I think it's buy to play.
Close. Okay.
It's still a month.
Now,
or two
speaking
away.
of MMOs, you know what I still haven't played yet, even though I should? The Ghost in the Shell MMO. Like, I'm such a big fan. How have I not touched this yet?
I don't know.
Other than the fact that I know it's just an FPS and not really that special. But besides that, I'm still a big enough fan. I should be all over it, but I'm not.
I'm surprised. 'Cause yeah, exactly. That right there. That is Chet and Ghost in the Shell.
I like Ghost in the Shell. A lot.
I used to love watching Ghost in the Shell when it was on Adult Swim, and it'd be on like super late. Like I wouldn't wait for it, but if it was on, I wouldn't be able to not watch it.
I liked it despite that I spoiled the entire first season for myself because when I first decided to watch it, I watched it on Adult Swim, and it was like the second to last. It was the episode. There was this one episode where they just kind of explain the entire season. That was the first episode I saw. But because I walked into it completely out of context, I was like, wow, that was really interesting. And then they went into the ending arc. I was like, oh, it's over. I saw the tail end of all this. So then I started from the beginning like, I'm never going to get that surprise of what everything is because I already know how it's going to end.
How do you feel about when animes do that? When they have like an entire episode dedicated to telling you about everything that happened in the season?
Well, they didn't. The way they did it in Ghost in the Shell was not that they summarized it, it's just that they helped you figure out what happened. It's like, this is what everything's been leading to. Now we're going to conclude it.
So I was watching this anime called Nura and the Yokai Clan, or Nura something Yokai, whatever it was
Yokai
called.
Watch?
No, not Yokai Watch.
Yokai Watch.
I have not seen Yokai
It's going
Watch.
to defeat Pokemon, you guys.
Never,
Totally.
Never. But anyway,
I forgot the air quotes. Totally going to defeat Pokemon.
I was watching this, and so like it had like 15 or 16 episodes, and I go through and I'm watching all of it, and then I get to like episode 15, and the whole episode felt like it was the whole episode was literally like a pre-episode recap. You know when you like
So the
watch
whole
an episode
episode was
and it's
previously on
it's like
the
yeah
Europe
previously,
play.
and I was like,
Oh,
yo,
that's
and I'm
bullshit.
sitting there, I'm like, yo, this is a long ass recap. God damn, this recap's going on forever.
Bullshit.
Whoa. Oh my god, are those the ending credits? The fuck? Did they just give this entire... Was this entire episode of recap? I could have skipped this entire... This was a fucking hour of my life.
Oh,
Like, yo.
man.
Episodes are an hour long.
It was probably like a half hour.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, damn.
But it just felt like forever because I was sitting there like, yeah, I saw all of this. Like, I know all of this happened. Thank you. I
That's
just
for the people.
I literally just binge watched it. I know this all happened.
That's for the, see, the problem is those episodes are for the people who just watch those 15 episodes weekly. You know? And it's 3.5 months now, and they're like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, but what you got the memory?
What
What you got the memory of a goldfish?
Right, it's 3.5 months. Most normal people will forget what happened earlier in a series.
Yeah, but for a whole episode dedicated.
Yeah, bro, it happened.
Dog, it was literally the relevant pieces of every episode chopped up together and put into one episode.
I know what you're talking about.
Like, it was crazy.
For guys like us who binge watch series or remember what goes on, it's like, really? I have to watch this? Really?
I don't
Skip.
binge watch as much, so I appreciate, recaps, but, yeah, no, that sounds ridiculous.
It was
I don't think it should be the
Like,
episode.
you could-
I think it should be like a bonus episode.
You could literally watch episode 15 and watch the finale, and you saw the entire season. Like, that is how dense, like, that is how much information they put into episode 15. You're just sitting there like, yo, whoa. Like, this was everything. Like, everything. The only thing you don't get, it was like the cliff note of the show. Like, I literally got everything except for like the minor details that only some prick teacher's gonna ask me
I actually have the worst example of that. Gunslinger Girl. You ever see it? Oh. So they turn little girls into killer robots.
Yeah, I know.
That's the weird description of it. But anyway, the first and second episode of the series, they don't do this again. But just the first and second episode practically like recycles the same 10 minutes of footage. Like, they show it, the episode's over, then you watch the second episode, and you see a very long sequence all over again. Like, why the fuck am I watching this a second time? I saw this.
One Piece does that. They take the first...
But they did it in the
7
first
minutes
and
of-
second episode, and
every
then just the rest, yeah.
Every episode is explaining this arc.
Ah.
So, like, it's
Well, it's got
the
900
intro,
episodes. You need it to be explained.
Right.
understandable, but, like, it's every episode of the 24 minutes, because they're half an hour long, it's like 7 minutes. is intro and recap. And it's like, I know what happened last episode. Just give me more content. Just give me more content.
Insanity is what it is.
Next episode, we should recap this episode.
For the whole episode.
For the whole episode.
Just have a replay on Twitch. Just over and over and over again.
So, in a shocking turn of events, Smite, the PC Xbox One exclusive MOBA, is no longer exclusive and will be coming to PlayStation 4 so fast that the alpha kicked off 5 days ago.
Nice. My friends love Smite. I'm not a fan.
I just really want to play it because it's a third-person MOBA. And that's what I like. It is a third-person, behind-the-shoulder MOBA. Yeah, and that's the only thing that holds me back from playing MOBAs is that it's over the top. And I don't like that over-the-top view for stuff that I have to be actively moving. Like if it's a turn-based game or like a really strong like a really strong strategy game like XCOM, like I'm all for like the overhead view because I like it. I can see tactically what I'm going to be doing. But as far as like trying to play a fast-paced action game over the top, it just feels really weird in PC to me. So like if you're used to it because you play PC, it makes sense. But I don't play PC.
But it's also because most MOBAs are slower than Smite. Because Smite is more input heavy. Like I feel like Smite is definitely faster paced as opposed to like a League of Legends, where it is fast and it kind of decides on split second decisions. But it's not like, things are coming at you at all times. It's you're in, you're lumbering across, and I feel like it's slower. So Smite it wouldn't work as a top down.
Got it. Well, I can't wait to play Smite on PS4. Super excited. I'm also really excited about the other mobile that we're getting, Paragon. That's right, Cliffy B, switch sides. Welcome to the dark side. Paragon's coming to PS4 and PC.
I got a PC.
You do have a PC. You do.
I have all three now.
That's right.
Well, did you hear about the whole cross-platform thing they're going to do for a lot of Xbox One games?
Like cross-platform releases?
Yeah, you're gonna a lot of games. You get the Xbox version. You also get a PC copy. I don't get it. I mean, I kind of get it. I mean, like if Quantum Break's the first big one's gonna do that. Like for Quantum Break, also get a Windows 10 copy. I don't know if they're trying to do games for Windows Live again. Don't do that, please. Don't do that.
You know what? You know what? I like what they're doing. My thought on this is that.
What they're doing is they're letting you play the alpha builds on the Xbox, and then when it all gets patched, you can play the superior PC version.
Right, pretty much. But what I'm thinking is, see, if this was like 2002, I would say that Microsoft was trying to win the living room by getting you to have a PC and like getting you to have an Xbox and putting all their stuff in your house. But at this point, I feel like the PC industry is kind of falling and it's becoming very niche.
No, it's never been better. I mean, it's also getting worse too.
Tablets are taking the forefront. Or
yeah,
but the forefront. The growth of tablets.
Everyone foresaw a huge crash in computer gaming. It just didn't happen. I mean, Steam has more current users than ever.
Yeah, but I feel like PC gaming is a niche. Like it doesn't. It's not. I don't know.
I feel like it's the opposite. There's more PC gamers.
More. I'm pretty sure there's more PC gamers.
Because more powerful systems are more readily available. It's not like you have to be an enthusiast to play PC gaming well, like it was back in the day. Now, you can, because before it was like you had to build your PC. There was no other option. Nowadays, you can buy a decently priced, well-built and well-powered machine to game on. That's gonna last you forever if you don't game. Like if you just stop gaming, now you have a powerful machine to do whatever else you want it on. So now I think it's the opposite of niche. It's just it's more readily available. It's just that it's not really advertised to. You know what I mean? And we still get a crap ton of advertisements because just the computer parts alone, especially like Nvidia, the advertisements for Nvidia cards, like all the promos that they give you and stuff, free games, discount codes, it's crazy. I don't think it's not niche at all. It's actually become more readily available. Especially more people are getting more computers are more readily available to everyone now. So as the more powerful stuff gets cheaper and cheaper to make, more people get it.
All right.
All right.
I know when I'm wrong.
Mark one off the Vega.
Oh, yeah.
Vega loses.
The Vega
No,
card.
you can't fucking go to Charlie's and return something and talk about putting a hole back in it. You can't stitch that shit back. The hole's already in there.
He only has
The
3
hole
They
punches.
save it. They save it and give it a press and then fill up the hole again.
Fill the hole back.
Did you want to tell the Charlie story, or are we saving that for
No, the Charlie
another
story
project?
The Charlie story is going in Josh's concern. You don't even have to call it another project anymore.
Okay.
Josh's concern is
That's
a real
the
thing,
name?
ladies and gentlemen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What else we got?
Well, I wanted to talk about
It's not even the tip you just gave him.
more problems with.
You gave him a look. That's all you gave him. Wasn't even just the tip. It was just a look.
The whole thing went in there.
No.
Bullshit.
Just
I'm not
use
ready
the
to talk
title.
about the
Just-
project yet. I'm not talking about the project yet, which is why I'm still calling it the project, even though we said what it was. But I do want to talk about Batman v Superman.
No.
Is there another one coming out?
No.
Is there another one coming out? Yes.
I have not watched any of the trailers since that first trailer, and I'm good.
Wait, what's
No,
the-
that's not what I'm
what's the
getting.
title of the new one?
No, that's not the news. That's
How
not
did
the
I miss
news.
the new one
There's
coming
no
out?
spoilers. There's no new news. No characters. This is the thing. Hey, remember that whole thing I said last week or the week before about companies getting the wrong lesson learned from Deadpool being an R-rated successful movie? And then, they announced Wolverine's probably going to be R-rated on the next one. Guess what? I mean, Batman v Superman's already finished, and they have the PG-13 going to theaters. It's been led by that they've been there's some sort of Ultimate Edition coming out that's getting an R rating. Now I don't know if they're just gonna put this in theaters or save it for the Blu-ray,
release.
which is weird because if it's the home release, it'll just be an unrated version. That's usually how they do it.
Yeah.
The fact that they're rating this version, what does that mean? What does that mean? Does that mean that there's going to be an R-rated and PG-13 version in theaters at the same time?
That doesn't even make sense. They need to stop.
I mean,
Maybe it's just
they wouldn't make twice the money. They wouldn't make
Stop.
half the money. It'd be the same money with different theaters, I guess. But so learning the wrong lesson again. Although that also further confirms that Batman v Superman is probably going to be grimdark because
Yeah.
I mean, I'm certain it's not going to be R-rated comedy. That's for sure.
See, the thing is that the story that Batman v Superman is kind of loosely based off of, which is
Yeah,
just,
I know it's
Justice
dark.
League War. It's
I thought it was The Dark Knight Returns.
it's dark. It's dark enough to be R-rated. It just depends. They're probably not going to do a good job with it.
But it doesn't need to be R-rated. That's the thing. Like,
Well, here's the thing: the movie's
I've
already
never watched-
finished, so there was clearly R-rated content to begin
Before,
with that
yeah.
got edited out. So
Yeah.
this is stuff getting put back in.
Well, I guess when you look at it that
be
way,
good
when you
or
look at it
bad.
that way, it's cool. But because they weren't aiming to make it R-rated.
It's not like
were
they're just
holding
gonna
back.
edit in
Yeah,
more
right.
gore. I mean, they could, but I doubt they're just like editing
Yeah.
in more gore
Yeah,
because
you're right. So there was a bunch of scenes that they probably shot, and they were like, "Ooh."
It's a
specifically
little too
they
much
cited
PG-13.
Yeah. So what's his name? Who's doing?
Zack Snyder,
Yeah, Zack Snyder was pushing the bar to see how far he can get as far as
and then
the
got
bar
pushed
goes.
back.
And Warner Bros was like, "Bro, cut it out." And he was like,
This,
"Damn,
this,
you
this,
caught
and
me."
this will give you a rated R. We need that out.
Yeah.
Or you need to trim it down. To
Then
make
they
it-
saw all that Deadpool cheddar and were like, "Yeah,
And they were like, "Zack, you've been improved."
Look, for me personally, after seeing the remakes of the animated movies, how they're way more adult, and how there's actual like. It's not like if you see like Superman gets whacked and it's like the little bit of blood on his lip. No, Superman gets stabbed by a trident, by Aquaman's trident. Like it's awesome, and they swear in it, and it feels refreshing to see that dark, kind of more like. Now I relate to you a little bit more because you actually like swore in a situation where normal people would swear.
here's the thing
You know,
though."
like it was moments. It wasn't like gratuitous. It was like in moments where like when you were watching the PG-13 version of it, you're like I would have been like fuck. He goes fuck. Like that. Those types of moments where it doesn't feel.
I was
added
just gonna ask you about that because like I'm not a big person who enjoys listening to like random cursing and swearing in movies. Like, I
Yeah.
find like
Yeah,
that's a little excessive sometimes.
That's the thing about this one. It's like they actually cited what brings it into the R spectrum, and there's only
like
one
3
citation.
fucks.
They said sequences of violence brings it into the R rating. That's it.
And like 3 fucks.
Yeah, but
Or
they,
if you say fuck twice, bitch 3 times,
you know, you can
get an R rating.
You know, you can say shit once and still get PG.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Only one time. Everybody gets one.
Yeah, no,
Everybody
the
gets one.
swearing for like from PG-13 to rated R, like literally had to say fuck like 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, but
You're
that's all.
already
It's
rated
like it's PG-13. The thing that pushes it to R is only the sequences of violence. That means that they didn't say anything.
So
It was
just-
certain amounts, certain types of
some of those
violence.
fight scenes are
Yeah.
dope.
Yeah.
Some of those fight scenes
But at
are
the same time,
dope.
they usually say it's like intense or persistent violence that gets the R. They just said sequences, which is weird. So maybe
Which tells me-
there was a
that's exactly what he
scene
said.
cut
The
out.
fights.
Yeah.
Like the fights are probably crazy.
Or
There's
certain
probably,
scenes.
There's probably
or,
a specific fight scene that was cut out, or something, and we're speculating. Who knows?
we'll have to see. I want to know
Who's the main villain
what
in
happens
this one
with.
again?
I bet you it's not even.
No,
I bet
don't
you it's not
say
even a
it. You
fight
don't want to be
scene.
spoiled.
I bet you it's not
It's
even
not
a fight
spoiled, it's in
scene.
the trailer.
It's
I haven't
yeah, but
seen
this
any
trailer
trailers.
spoiled shit everything. So don't
So,
mention it.
I bet you it's gonna be a fight scene between like 2 randos at a bar or something. One of them gets like stabbed in the eye with a beer bottle.
'Cause he cracks the beer bottle and
Has
just
nothing
whack.
to do with the movie. It just happens, and he's just like, yeah, well, Deadpool did great with an R rating, so throw that shit back in there.
You want to know how great Deadpool did? Here's more
it's
Deadpool
still
news.
smash box office.
still-
this past
exactly.
weekend.
Oh no, it's not even the. We know it's Smash box office records. Here's what you didn't know, and this is friggin' amazing. So, in the motherland, in Soviet Russia.
In Russia.
Seriously though,
dead's you.
yeah, Pool Dead's you. Deadpool broke a different record. It outsold Star Wars: The Force Awakens
What?
by $1.1 million.
Wow.
Yo,
It's not a
Ryan-
large margin by
Yo.
usual standards, but still.
Still beat
Bro, Ryan Reynolds just gave Fox so much money. Dog, you have no idea. Like, Ryan Reynolds practically begged them to make this movie, and the budget for the movie was $58 million. Okay? That means that man took the most drastic pay cut that he could possibly, like, settle with, which is negligible because he's already rich. But he took the most drastic pay cut possible, and then made this movie on the tightest budget possible with literally maybe 3 locations
Yeah, I
shot
know.
in Australia.
And you can really tell.
And you can tell.
By the
like if
CG.
you look at it that way,
By
you
the
can tell
CG,
and go,
you
holy
definitely
crap,
tell,
these guys got shafted.
This
on
was
the
not
budget.
like Avatar level expenses, you know?
Right.
Like this was
So this was like Ma and Pa's basement expenses. So
At least he made fun of it.
the most expensive thing that they had was probably marketing, and even that probably was not even much. But like he gave them so much money. $58 million on the budget was $58 million, dog.
God, that means the next Deadpool
Yo,
is
just-
gonna be like 200 million.
Just the first weekend alone, they did 150 mil.
Yep.
That's $100 million in profit
It's a lot.
in just the first weekend.
I tell you that the next Deadpool movie is gonna be like easy 150.
I don't know. If I was Fox, I'd fucking go cheap as shit again with that one. Fucking bullshit. No. Straight, I bumped that shit up to 100 million.
No, because the thing is,
We're on double your budget.
They'll spend the same amount of money on the movie, but they'll triple their marketing costs.
Yeah, I know.
That's what they usually end up doing.
Yeah.
There'll be more commercials, more billboards, you know, be crazy shit like that.
Because Ryan was the only one really promoting the movie.
Yeah.
Like, you know what? As much shaft as we gave Ryan for Green Lantern, which wasn't even his fault,
No,
like
it wasn't.
he went hard to make this Deadpool movie happen, and Deadpool happened great. So thank you to Ryan Reynolds.
After the X-Men Wolverine movie, when he was Weapon X, spoiler alert. Like,
And everybody
seeing
thought
his
everybody
character-
thought he was Deadpool.
Everyone thought he was gonna be Deadpool.
No one called him Deadpool, though, right? He was
No, he's
Wade
Weapon
Wilson.
X. He's Weapon X.
But wasn't he Wade Wilson?
He was Wade Wilson
He
in
was
that one
Wade
as well.
Wilson, yeah. But like after that, it's like he needs to be Deadpool. He needs to be Deadpool. Like that, it was so perfect. You know, it was just
Yeah.
so perfect. Like it's like you don't find casting like that very often.
Yep.
Hugh Jackman as Wolverine. What the fuck is his name? For Tony Stark.
Robert Downey Jr.
Robert Downey Jr. I personally think, because Chris Evans, Captain America, that one.
Very good. That was a very good one.
Like, there's like 4 that you could really name. And then like ones that fall a little below that, actually no, Samuel L. Jackson as Nick Fury is fucking perfect. And then like below that would be like, I love Chris Hemsworth as Thor. He does a really good job as that.
I love
Clive,
I love Clive Barker as not, is it Clive Barker? No, Clive Owens.
As
Green Arrow, as fucking Hawkeye.
Oh,
Gerard
yeah.
Butler. Sorry, Gerard Butler.
That's not Hawkeye. Gerard Butler was Leonidas.
Gerard Butler. What is his name?
Which
No, it's Gerard Butler who was Hawkeye.
No, he wasn't.
It's Jeremy Renner.
Jeremy Renner.
That's what
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember his name. Yeah, Jeremy Renner.
Only the facts. I actually like ScarJo as Black Widow. I think she does
I'm
a
not a
good
big
job.
fan of her as an actress. Like, she's a cool, like, she's attractive, she's great to look at, she's flexible enough to work, like, most of the action roles. But as far as, like, I'm not a big fan of her acting.
She was great in Iron Man 2 and Avengers 2, but Captain America 2, she looked really bored. Like, she looked like she didn't want to be there.
She probably
That's
did.
actually because a lot of times Black Widow is bored.
No, but like not in the action.
But yeah, no,
way,
I know what you
but
mean.
She looked
I know what you
tired.
mean. Yeah.
She looked like she didn't care. I don't know.
Because they
what
made
was
like
up with
7 movies just then.
Yeah,
She's
I
like,
know.
God, give me a break.
Yeah, I don't know what it was, but like.
Put me on vacation. Black Widow went on vacation with Hawkeye and we cheated on his wife. Just fucking get us out of here. You know, like. I think Edward Norton worked as a way better Hulk, but that's just my opinion. So.
Ruffalo.
Nah, Ruffalo, bro.
Nah, man, Edward Norton.
Can we get a new Incredible Hulk where it's actually just the same movie, but we CG in Mark Ruffalo into all of Ed Norton's scenes?
Screw you, man.
Do it, what is it? Kung Pao style.
So speaking of the Hulk, what's the next Hulk story you think we're gonna get?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing? You don't think we're ever gonna get another Hulk story?
I don't think we're gonna. I don't think we're gonna get a standalone. I don't think we're gonna get a standalone Hulk film. Primarily because
Not even Planet Hulk?
no, and this is the only reason I think this is because the way that they've established this character already doesn't leave space for an interesting movie that doesn't involve the rest of the characters. Like, they've established the Hulk as a great support role, where like his role is fantastic, but the focus is never on him. He's always in like some sort of interesting support situation, but he's never like the main person that we're watching. And I think that's
He's
where
like Hawkeye.
right, same thing with Hawkeye. Like Hawkeye getting his own movie, unlikely, because Hawkeye is always in a support position.
Well, Hawkeye already got his own movie. It's called The Bourne Conspiracy. Not The Bourne Conspiracy. Which one was
Oh,
it?
God.
Bourne Legacy.
Oh my God.
That was the Hawkeye movie.
Playing him. Playing him. We're so sorry, Jeremy Renner.
Anyway,
We loved you.
so that's why I don't think that they'll give Hulk his own movie.
But I want.
Plus,
Planet
if they do Planet Hulk, then they have to involve the Guardians of the Galaxy in some way. And again, that's going to put Hulk in a support role. It's not going to be a.
What about World War?
Not really, because in Planet Hulk, Guardians of the Galaxy are there for like the first 20 minutes. The rest of the movie is him on that planet.
comic wise and animation wise, which is very different from what you have to do for Hollywood. Hollywood has to appeal to everyone, and by doing Planet Hulk, people will not understand that. People will not be able to separate Guardians of the Galaxy from anything that happens in space in the Marvel universe. So they'll have to tie them in.
I guess.
I mean, like they make these movies.
Yes.
They don't make these movies for us, the people who recognize these stories. They make these movies for the people who don't.
I know.
So that's where the problem comes in.
But American Dream, Kenny.
Man can dream.
All I want to know is when are we going to get a She-Hulk film?
Who would you cast as She-Hulk?
Oh man.
Did you know there was a She-Hulk porno?
That sounds awful.
There's
please,
a porno
please
of
get away from sex.
everything.
Who would we cast as She-Hulk?
Well, I'm just going to say the She-Hulk porno was China.
Oh my god.
I watched her sex tape when it came out.
Oh
Just-
my
it just
god.
ruined
Oh my god.
My entire week. Oh.
I would cast an MMA fighter or some kind.
Oh
I
my
guess,
God.
Right?
I don't think.
MMA fighter.
Ronda Rousey.
But here's the thing. She wants to play Samus.
Yeah,
from
why does she
Metroid.
want to play Samus?
Yeah, I mean, anyone.
She's not flexible enough to play Samus.
Well, here's the thing. Like, Samus is wearing armor. Like, it doesn't show that you're tough if she's wearing armor. She can be tough without armor, because we know she's tough. Anyone can be Samus. Because armor. I know it's a weird thing to say, but...
No, you make sense. It makes sense. It doesn't have to be like it doesn't have to be a tough face.
Ronda Rousey looks tough on her own. She doesn't need armor to be tough.
But maybe they'll do some scenes where like they show her as a female, as in Zero Suit Samus. But at the same time, that would not be as interesting. And also, I don't think Ronda's flexible enough to be Samus.
Well, here's the thing, though, and actually, She-Hulk is a comedy character. Like if this is Marvel Cinematic Universe, she gets to be the Deadpool of Marvel's Cinematic Universe, because if you read some of her comics, it's a ton of jokes about comic books, and she breaks the fourth wall all the time too. She even says like, "This is my comic." At one point, I was reading one of them, and she like tore one of the pages and went through an ad into the next page to get to one of the bad guys of the episode.
She has her moments. She definitely has her moments. It'd be hard. A lot of people are saying like Gina should be either Wonder Woman, and I'm like, no, she should be Barda, and she wouldn't really work as She-Hulk either. But it's hard to pick one.
Well, who could be funny and tough?
Fat girl from Pitch Perfect. She's not that fat anymore, so it would work.
Bruh, she would need
the
to
British
lose,
one.
Yeah.
Oh.
She would need to lose
Fat
like
Amy.
another 100 pounds
I haven't seen it, so I don't
to be
know.
She-Hulk. And be jacked.
Yeah, you also gotta be
CGI
tall
that shit.
too.
CGI all of that.
No.
CGI it all. Everything.
Oh no! What's the name of
The girl who knocked out Ronda?
No.
Oh.
No.
Hit it home?
Okay.
Damn.
Sorry,
Please,
Ronda.
Nobody get mad at me. I haven't seen Game of Thrones, but who's the blonde woman they ugly up for Game of Thrones? You know, she's
The blonde they ugly up?
yeah.
I have not seen Game of Thrones.
What?
Because she plays an ugly character, but she's a great looking person in real life, so they like purposely make her kind of ugly
is
for
she
Game
a new
of Thrones.
character?
I don't know.
Do you know who she is in the show?
I forgot the name because I don't remember. This should be easy.
I'm trying to remember a blonde character that they ugly up. There is none.
She's a warrior, you know?
One with the short hair?
Yeah.
Okay. I guess you call short cutting your hair.
Say the name.
Is ugly. I don't know her name, but she would be a good She-Hulk actually.
No, they uglied her up. She's gorgeous. They like kind of like
They didn't ugly
did
her
makeup
up at
to
all.
Oh yeah, they did.
No, they didn't.
Oh yes, they did.
No, they didn't.
In fact, she's actually described as even uglier in the books.
Yeah, but they didn't
like,
ugly her up.
No, they did Hollywood ugly, which is not ugly at all. It's just Hollywood ugly. You got to understand. There's actual ugly. There's homely. There's Hollywood ugly, and then there's just
Fuck your clarifications. There is fucking ugly and not ugly.
someone please tell me who this actress
I
is.
know who you're
There's
talking
Hollywood
about.
ugly, bro.
Look at the Game of
Remember that
Thrones
episode?
cast.
You know that episode of Family Guy where they go to the other dimension and they see
Oh, I
Meg,
should've done that.
and they see Megan, and then they're like, yeah, and she's one of the ugly ones still. That's Hollywood ugly.
Yeah,
Like
there's
she's
the
hot.
Hollywood ugly.
She's hot, but she's nowhere near the hottest.
Ugh.
Anyway, what were we talking about?
We were talking
Possible
about
characters for
She-Hulk.
She-Hulk.
Okay.
I think she would work.
Kate Upton.
No.
Who?
No.
Here goes another one. Who was
Kim
the,
Kardashian.
No.
Who was the bad guy?
No.
Who was General Zod's lieutenant in Man of Steel? Do you know her name either?
No.
Do you know who I'm talking about?
I know who you're talking about.
The
Though.
one who kind of wrecks Superman shit more than Zod himself, really?
Yeah.
Because she could pull that off, maybe. I don't know. Or that chick who played Mother Russia in Kick-Ass 2.
Oh my God.
she would, but she wouldn't be able to talk.
Yeah, she might. Just rewrite it and make She-Hulk Russian, I guess? I don't know.
Oh my God, we're done. We've reached our limit today.
Man.
Oh,
The
man,
point
man.
is the Marvel Cinematic Universe needs its Deadpool, and they have it in the form of She-Hulk. All I need to do is cast it
Or
correctly.
Deadpool.
Not cinematic universe. They'll never get
true.
Deadpool
They'll never
back.
get Deadpool now.
They're never going to get Deadpool back.
Well, I don't know. When does the contract expire?
It does it because they make movies. It's not how it works, I don't think.
No, it has an expiration date.
I don't
Probably
think...
three movies at least.
They already have the Inhumans arc going and all the expanded stuff. I don't think they're going to bring in the X-Men even if they do get the rights. I think they pretty much said that they're not interested anymore because of what Fox has already done with the franchise, that they consider it not viable enough to
It might be
film.
a decade before the next.
Yeah.
X-Men.
Yeah, it'll be a while.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about it. We're gonna get.
Especially with Apocalypse coming.
We're gonna get R-rated Wolverine.
We're gonna get R-rated
And R-rated Wolverine
and
works.
possibly R-rated
He's
Superman.
one of the few X-Men where that works. You know, so.
And we're also getting Gambit.
Yeah.
Channing Tatum, baby.
Oh God.
You already know.
Magic Mike.
Magic Mike.
He's gonna be stripping with his goddamn bow staff.
He's gonna do
That's what he's
something.
gonna be doing.
He's gonna work that magic. I'll tell you that much. With that said, we're gonna bring this first video episode to a close
Oh really?
by asking Mr. L Sumo,
Oh God.
where can people catch up with you?
L Sumo on the Steam, pretty much all MMOs, the Xbox, PS4. Join me. I game a lot.
Bonjour, Chet.
So, I actually brought the writing back. Right now on the Hey It's Chet WordPress, you can read the first editorial I wrote in a while. It's called 5 Movies You Should See If You Enjoy Deadpool. What's in it? It's 5 movies you should see if you enjoy Deadpool. And I'm not gonna tell you them. You gotta go to the blog to see that. Finally, just find me on Twitter. You know, find me on House Dash Mixes. Find me on YouTube. I'll probably post more stuff soon. But yeah, I actually have content. How about that?
Yeah.
How about that?
More content coming. And Vega, what can we do about?
A lot more content coming. We have some incredible stuff in the works. Super excited for all of the amazing stuff we have going on. Super Friends is growing to be an even more fantastic show than we had expected it to be. So thank you. And with that said, you can find out more about me at supervega.com. You can also hang out with me on Instagram or the Twitter. Yeah, just keep an ear out for all of the fancy stuff coming out. I subtly threw in the fact that my album will release at the end of March, in about a month. Almost exactly a month to the day, because it's coming out March 25th, and today's February 24th, so almost an exact month. If we count February as a regular month in a year, then it would be an exact month, but since February likes to be a douche and not have enough days, it is almost a month.
I thought that was a really long explanation.
So, yeah, I mean, this has been fun. I like this. This is going to be fun to watch and see how bad it looks.
Yeah. Yeah.
With that said, Super Friends, away! We didn't take that into account for framing.
It's like punch.